need to move back to the correct map.
There's a map? Is there actually a map? Or are we just gonna keep staring at Ventuine?
I know there's a lovely Ventuine map. Because I never plan, I'm always like, yeah, I always focus on making the inside of the map. So there's no outside of the map for this. There's only an inside. So we're just waiting until we get inside, until we get to the map.
Alright, so we're never gonna get to see the inside of the map. Alright. Ever. It's just not gonna happen. The infiltration's
You
gonna go
better see the
poorly.
inside of this map.
And we'll never see the inside of the map. It'll never happen.
Okay, so Ariel starts going towards the back door, where the two guards are both standing with their backs against the larger door, looking out and messing with their weapons.
Okay. They're just standing there.
Yep. You should probably roll stealth. Have you rolled stealth yet?
Nope.
No.
Gotta do that now. I have advantage because the belt's on.
Yeah.
Cool. That was great. Hey.
Hold on, I'm searching for my music. I can't find where I put it.
Okay. And waiting for transition to new map, unless you already did, it didn't go.
And we haven't gone inside yet, so...
Oh, okay.
Like I said, we're never gonna see that map.
You shush. I don't want to hear anything about it, Mr. Crash ship on a planet far away.
Hey, that was an unintended. That was not the plan at all. How was I supposed to know?
How do
Cruiser
they
was gonna
have
jump
an
out of-
amazing stealth? Oh, 19.
Okay, so yeah, as you approach the guards, one of them says to the other, "Hey, what was that? I think I saw something moving over there." And he grabs his gun. Well, they both grab their guns more firmly and start looking in your direction.
That's just not right.
Do I have a second to react?
Yeah.
I want to create an illusion with my stealth field form right where I'm standing, and then I want to move off and try and get more stealthy.
Okay. Do you have to roll against something? Their will defense.
Point. Don't do anything. I'm gonna force point that. That's great.
It's the dice apocalypse. I told you it was coming.
You did. Okay,
You
so
could really use this right about now.
Stupid dice.
yeah, so go ahead and make 2 more stealth checks.
Hush, Del.
You can do that as a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
That's worse. That's stupid. Can I force point
Thanks.
that?
You can only use 1 force point per turn.
I know something you got.
Okay, so both of the guards like start walking to investigate.
Okay.
The illusory figure you created. So they both walk
Wanna
away
move?
from the door.
I want to move around them and get to the door. As I move past them, can I look over and see if one of them has a key card of any kind?
Yeah, roll perception.
Fantastic. Barry, I need your dice.
Kyrath had him last.
Well, that explains a few things.
That's the only thing that's the only way to explain some of his rolls. He had him last.
Yeah, you see that. Actually, hold on. Let me see how lucky you are.
Wait, shenanigans.
Well, you see where it is. I was just gonna say, I was trying to decide where he was keeping it. Yeah, so he's keeping. You see an ID card like around his belt.
I want to try and swipe it as I walk past him.
Okay. Yeah,
I
roll
looked
stealth
this up.
to see how
Stealth.
you are. Against
I
just their
specifically looked up
perception.
pocket. Yeah. Holy!
Told you.
Hmm.
I think
Okay.
I'm lining up behind John here.
No,
Okay.
don't light up yet.
Roll initiative.
Zeri, you gotta distract them with dance.
Ants crawling up their suits.
Not ants. Dance. Distract them with interpretive dance party.
Oh,
The
I was gonna, yeah. That's rare. Seeing yours would have helped. Yeah, I'm not doing anything for a while. I could pull Star-Lord right here.
I'm saying.
Probably your best bet at this point.
Did you get a nat 1 or is that just really no? Okay, just really low.
It's low, but I didn't click my token.
Oh,
It
I
helps
did
at all.
it for you.
That's dumb.
Okay, well, we'll move to the map now. Yay, everyone, we get to move to the map. Oops, that's not it.
I see John.
All right, he's still in the hotel. Wow, you fell up for it. John.
It's because I have so many map pages.
That's
I have
how
to
they get
scroll
out of
through
this.
it, and then the scrolling while
The
moving
crazy
little
Chuck
thing doesn't
Norris is
work.
coming back. That's how they get out of this. Chuck Norris is coming back.
Interesting
Please.
plan.
all I see is Blackberry. Ah,
Everyone should be able to see that. I put down the
Thank you.
player vision. Everyone can see that, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can see Zeri. Or rather, Ariel.
Shouldn't I be to the side of him? It's kind of like
You are to the
I
side
wasn't in
of
front of
them.
him anymore.
They're walking to the right. You're walking towards the left, so you're on their side. You have to be. We're not looking. Even though you're coming from behind the building, you aren't going down. You're going left because there's no room at the top of the map.
But my token looks like it's directly into the two of them.
Yeah, they were walking side by side to the right, and you're walking past them.
Now I see. I understand. That is an unfortunate set of mission. I would like to go first.
Hold on a second. I thought I was ready, but I apologize. I was not ready.
Well, I'll try something. It won't work, but hey, what have I got to lose?
Your character's life.
Oh, that's already good.
Good answer.
I mean, at this point, we're going to combat.
Okay, so the guy right next to you opens fire with his sonic weapon.
What?
Yeah, so it's
Kyrath.
wow. Hey, who predicted the dice apocalypse? Not me. Everyone blame John.
No, I'm blaming you. You stole my dice. Give them back.
Shenanigans.
Okay, so it
Don't
does
kill the
12
messenger.
damage. It does 12 damage because there's no crits. But the crit effect from this sonic weapon is this happened to Gerard too, didn't it?
It was a
Yeah.
-1 on the condition track for a while, I think.
I think so. I'm not sure.
It was either that or moved to -2 penalty to your reflex defense.
Oh no, that's what it was.
That's what I think
it
it
was
was.
reflex defense. It was
Yeah.
you're right.
So the large sonic blast sort of throws your equilibrium off, and you are slightly stumbling around. So you take a -2 penalty to your reflex defense for 4 turns, we'll say. The other one, yes, you just take 12 damage, and the other one fires at you.
That will not hit.
Okay. So it is your turn.
Alright, I come out of stealth. And
Wait, how many bonus hit points did you have? 7?
It's 7.
Okay, so you just lose 5 health.
Yes. Thanks, Barry.
You're welcome.
I come out of stealth, and I put my hands up and I say, "Whoa, whoa, fellas! Well done! You accomplished your mission."
Okay, roll persuade.
I'm gonna roll. I want Alexa back.
Wondering if that's persuade even.
Or I guess,
Deception.
oh, that'd be more like deception. Oh yeah, I meant deception, I guess.
You made me reroll.
Well, is it the same? Do you have the same bonuses to it?
Yes.
Because they both use charisma. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing.
16.
Okay, they look at you suspiciously. Well, actually, you can't tell suspiciously because they're wearing helmets.
I can
And-
see past their helmet.
Oh, wow, I keep forgetting. Wow, I need to make this more immersive by actually not forgetting that your character is Shamir Luca. Okay, I'll remember that for next time. Yeah,
I
so you
see
can
no helmet. I see face.
you see the helmet and his face.
Yes.
So you see that they're looking at you suspiciously. And one of them says sort of like, what are you talking about? They still have their guns pointed at you.
I am a sick alkalite. I was testing to see how well your reflexes were. It seems you have detected a hidden enemy. Well done. Not as useless as I thought you were.
The one further away from you, you can see he's like smiles to himself. He sort of like knocks the other guy on the shoulder. Well, I hope you put in a good word for us with our supervisors then.
I'll think about it, but in the meantime, mind escorting me back to the base? I'm tired. Patrolling this route is quite exhausting.
Yeah, the one in the back says, "Sure, we can do that." So was that you that did that weird like gestures over to the illusion that's over there, sitting over there for you, your cloaked form? I've never seen something like that. That's pretty cool.
I flick my wrist and the illusion drops, and I just say, "Yes, well, for ones with limited understanding in the Force, it must seem quite extraordinary."
Okay, so they walk up to the door, and the guy grabs his key card and swipes it through, and lets you in. And they say, "Okay, don't forget that we passed the test."
I nod and say, "Of course. Good work, Ben. Keep up the good work here."
Okay, so yeah, you walk inside here.
As soon as the door closes, I go, "Holy cow, I can't believe that worked." And it's no.
Need to breathe, need to breathe.
Okay, so inside this room, there's just like a bunch of storage crates and stuff. That's obviously like
Oh, there's my 30s.
where the
Thank
documents
you.
are found.
Much better.
Yeah, so as you move around through the crates, you see that there are a couple people in. Well, there are two people in here, but you just can tell that they can't see you because there are crates in between you and them.
Okay. When is the 4 rounds over so I can get back to my reflex defense?
Yeah, if you just want to sit there for like 12 seconds or however, well, I guess more than that, 20 seconds, but yeah, it goes away.
Alright, in that time then I will just use my Mirror Luca abilities to look through boxes and take them around.
Okay. Yeah, there are just two guys in this room. And there's just what seems to be a bunch of like equipment and guns and food and medical supplies, a bunch of different stuff in all these different crates.
It's just them.
Yeah.
Alright, can I see which door will likely lead me to an elevator or something?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Like, which one looks like a hallway or a place that goes beyond this room?
Do you want do you want to walk up to sort of towards the door and just sort of look through it and see what's on the other side?
Sure.
Okay. Because it's hard for me to see that because it's like, what is can you see like how far in every direction can you see? I mean, actually, that's a good question. How far can a normal character see in every direction? I guess if you have line of sight, you can see really far. Wait, so if Mirror Lucans have technically line of sight on everything, I feel like that'd be so disorienting if you could just see like, you could like see through 20 rooms worth of stuff.
Yeah,
Anyway.
imagine that's like living as a bunch of Mirror Luca.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, there's no walls.
yeah. That's one of the reasons why they train so hard, is to try to control that, because other words, sensory blow up.
Yep. In other words, you're like literally the perfect infiltrator for this building. So you know that the elevator is through your left and then another left.
Alright, then I head towards it.
Okay, when you come up to the door of this room, it's closed.
Of course it is. Does the guard down there have a key card?
Roll perception.
No, he does not.
Well, he does. This one is clipped to like the front of his uniform, like on his left lapel.
Okay. Can I create an illusion on his keycard?
And what kind of illusion do you want to create?
Like a small scorpion that's crawling up the keycard. My intention is to make him freak out and start batting away at his uniform so that maybe the keycard will come loose.
Sure, you can do that. Go ahead and roll. Okay, so it takes him at first. He like doesn't react at all, and then all of a sudden, like he happens to look down and see that, and he just starts what? And then he like starts swatting at his chest with both of his hands.
And then I want to use the force to use light object to just carefully bring it towards me without his noticing.
Okay. Roll. Use the force. Okay, yeah, so do you want it to like fly right towards you or like fall on the ground?
I just want it. Yeah, maybe just barely stop it from hitting the ground and then just let it kind of drag carefully. Oh, not touching the ground, but in that dragging sort of motion, just very carefully.
Okay, and what is going to happen to the illusion of the scorpion? Is it going to stay on the key card or is it going to
It just
stay in the same
disappears.
spot? Okay.
It'll just disappear as he's whacking at it. My hope is that he'll be busy looking for a mysterious scorpion that's just disappeared. That's my hope.
Yes, I think that would be my reaction as well.
Well, so I'm thinking that like if he
Something like
sees
that.
it on his card and like he thinks that he knocked that loose, he's going to assume that the scorpion's on the card.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I was at work today, a bee stung me right on top of my head, and I didn't think about anything else but more bees for about the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, but the scorpion didn't sting him, it just was on him.
But if you can't find the key card or the scorpion, I mean, I would be panicking.
Right. But how is he not going to see the key card if it's just floating on the ground?
Well, I mean,
That's where
if he doesn't
stealthful-
see the scorpion on it, then he might think the scorpion's still on him somewhere. He's probably looking around on himself.
You might could have taken my shoes and I wouldn't have noticed.
Okay, yeah, I guess so. Make a stealth roll to see how well you hide the key card. Okay, well, I sort of already rolled the perception for him, so he sees the card.
Then I immediately drop it.
Okay. So it's like laying on the ground, like over here. So he like very hesitantly, like first he like looks at himself, and then he like very slowly walks over to the card.
As he's starting to walk over, a swarm of scorpions come from one of the boxes and just start running over the key card.
Okay, I think that counts as a separate illusion. Okay. Yeah, he like jumps back like a good like 5 or 6 feet. The scorpions are they just swarming over the keycard, or are they like going towards him?
Oh, they're going towards him. And then
Okay.
as that happens, I then start picking the key card up again.
Okay. Yeah, he
Runs away.
oh my. Yeah, he just like
Screams and
completely
runs
books
away.
out of there. Ah! And just runs away.
As soon as I have the key card, I snap and the scorpions go away.
Okay.
And then I use it to open the door.
About
Okay.
time the GM's man got some dice apocalypse.
Okay, yeah, so when you do that, the door slides open.
I pocket that key card, and I start very carefully. I want to try and stay to walls as much as I can in dark corners as I get to the elevator.
Okay. Yeah, the elevator's right down here. You can see a bunch of people typing at computers, although they're not fully. The whole room isn't occupied because it's the middle of the night, but there are still some people here.
As I'm going towards the elevator, I want to look for like signs or anything that tells you what the different floors are. You know, like any building has, you know, like little plaques and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for that too. 'Cause I didn't think about that. Nope, no plaques.
Are there wall terminals?
Not in this room.
What about the next room?
In 2 rooms over, there are wall terminals.
Are there
There are
people at those
people.
terminals?
Yes.
Are there terminals people aren't at?
No. There is a computer part of the elevator.
I will go to that then.
Okay, so do you press the button to call the elevator?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm like head on a swivel. I'm looking all around me as I do everything. And using my perceptions, you know, my abilities to perceive things, all of that.
Your ability to get have another net 20 rolled against you.
Shenanigans.
Okay, so
What's sad is that I rolled a 36 for stealth, and that's a 34.
Yep, shenanigans.
this guy, like, when the elevator like opens, he like looks over his computer and stands up, and he's like, you hear him like whispering, like, what? That shouldn't be happening. No one's over there. And he like starts walking towards the elevator.
I slip into the elevator and quickly press the closed door button. And I like go into a corner too. Like I'm.
Okay, roll initiative.
But,
Okay.
You know
Yeah,
what comes to mind,
The
though?
elevator door swings shut.
I am really glad that
I'm pressing
I
it
did not
like I
come
saw
along.
someone I'm trying to avoid, and I'm just like, no, 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 no.
I am so glad I did not come along.
Me too. Me too.
Dell's also happy that you didn't go along either.
You would have been the worst person to go along because somehow you don't do well on stealth.
No, it's more that I just really don't want Kalani to get captured.
Yeah, that too. That'd be really bad.
Okay.
Okay, so you're in the elevator. Just general knowledge of how elevators work. I'm gonna assume that you have to choose a floor immediately. Otherwise, when the guy presses the call elevator button, the doors will just reopen.
I press the next floor up.
Okay. Yeah. So the elevator kicks into action.
As it's going, I want to flash my key card here and see how much access it gets me.
Yeah, when you swipe your key card, all 7 floors. So there's a ground floor. The ground floor, then there's a basement floor, and then there's 5 other floors above that.
Are they labeled?
Yeah. The floors 2 through 4 are labeled as personnel, and then the 5th one is the computer core, and then the top level is the administrative level. And then the bottom one just says basement.
Aim high, right, guys? Administrative. After that, learning that, I click the administrative button.
Oh, your key card gets you to the administrative level.
The lieutenant probably did something bad and got him guard duty at night.
Okay, hold on while we switch to the other map for the other 2 layouts. Can everyone see where we are?
I still see
Yes.
Ariel.
Okay, that's good.
Before this door opens, I want to look up and see what I can see past the walls.
Okay, this opens up into like a pretty large, what seems to be like maybe an antechamber or something. There are some computer terminals at the far end. There are 2 guys in there. The rest of the room is deserted. There are also just like some tables scattered throughout.
Okay. Any guards?
Nope, just the 2 guys that are sitting at the terminals at the far end.
Right. Then I enter as soon as the door opens.
Okay, you walk into the room.
Okay. Want to go to this terminal. And use the key card on it. See if they'll give me access.
Okay. Yeah, roll stealth. Okay, so the computer makes some noises as you log into it with the key card, but the other guards or the other people in the room are intent on their terminals. they don't seem to notice.
Okay. The first thing I'm trying to figure out is where the governor is on the globe in the building.
Okay, make a use computer check.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yay! There's 20. About time.
Yeah, although that didn't count for anything. That nat 20 was because you don't get a re. It wasn't for. It was for how stealthy the computer was, so you don't get a reroll from the stealth fail generator for that.
Oh, I see. Crossing it out.
So close, but so far.
Okay, make an intelligence check.
Really, the one skill I have a 0 in? Fine.
Yeah, so you managed to pull up the schematics and like map of the building, and you see the northern half of this floor is like personal quarters, and they aren't labeled with who's currently staying in them, but there's one that's slightly bigger than all the other ones, so you would just assume that maybe where he is.
Plus, I can go down there and see who's sleeping in what room. I assume also, can I make this inference that this keycard probably won't let me into the governor's room? Or with it?
Yeah, from moving around the computer, you can see that it doesn't. You don't have like top level access, but you have enough access to like as a security personnel that you can see the map of the building.
And there's no security override like in Star Trek for these rooms.
What exactly does a security override in Star Trek mean?
Like even if the captain's quarters are locked, if there's an emergency, the security officer can like blur out his code and he gets in. So I was like, is there a way to do that?
Yeah, probably if you were one of the head security officers.
This guy is not.
Nope.
The guy's next to me.
I don't know. You have to mug them and steal their cards and find out.
I haven't mugged anyone.
Just because you haven't doesn't mean your pet.
You don't have to
can't mug
physically
people.
assault someone. You mugged his mind.
I didn't touch his mind. He saw what he saw. Well, I mean, what do they look
Well,
like based
so
on
there's-
the uniforms?
Yeah, they're just wearing stereotypical uniforms. They're not actually wearing like Sith armor. They're wearing just like black uniforms. They don't have helmets or anything.
Yeah. But, like, you remember in the Old Republic, like, the officers had, like, different badges?
Yeah, they don't have high rank.
Okay. Okay, the wish list
There's a
was here.
security office on this floor too, according to the map. Oh, also, since you probably were looking for this, since your whole plan involves windows, that the large room is not on one of the edges of the building, so there are no windows.
Of course there's not.
The security office has windows, and some of the other personal quarters have windows. And
Alright,
the
I'm
top
gonna...
right half of the
Shenanigans.
building is labeled as like training rooms, and that also has windows.
In all fairness, you probably made this a long time ago.
Oh, also, the room that you're in on this wall where the computer terminals are, there are windows as well.
Okay, I want to go down to the personnel quarters and see how many of them are occupied and by whom. But before I do that, I power down this computer.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and just make a general sneakiness roll as you navigate around the corridors.
Oh, real quickly though,
Mm-hmm.
as this is the kind of getting the dangerous part, I am gonna use my force ability now to enhance that.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that.
Oh, that's the wrong button. Sorry.
Does a 16 get you anything?
Yeah, I just have to roll above 15.
So cloak just gives you total concealment, but it doesn't give you any stealth check bonuses.
Not with this roll, no. But I'll spend the force point and get +5.
Okay. So that's a 39 total?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That's hilarious.
That's what you think. It's not so hilarious at this end.
Okay. So you make your way through this area, which is just like a carpeted antechamber room. Security offices through this door to the left. And into this series of hallways. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 personnel quarters up that corridor to the north. And then there are 3 over to your right, where the middle one of the 3 is the biggest one. They are all occupied.
Can I tell which one the governor's in?
Yeah, so you can tell that the large one, which is right here, the governor is in there.
Can I go and just check his door to see if it's locked? Like, can I just see if it's locked without tripping anything?
You can try.
Yes. Okay.
So do you want to just like press the open button on the console, or just try swiping your card, or what exactly do you do?
I don't want to try swiping the card. I just want to hit the open button.
Okay. Well, you dodged that trap, so yeah, good thing you didn't swipe your card. Yeah, okay, you just press the button and it just flashes red, it doesn't open.
Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling about the card. Okay, well that confirms that. Then I'll head to the security room. Does he still look asleep?
Yeah, he's laying on his bed.
Barry, I'm regretting not taking that force ability that lets me walk through walls. Okay, go into the security room.
I understand.
make a use the force check. Okay. Yep, so at the security room through the door you can see this is a there are people in like every terminal in here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people in here. Do you walk inside?
No, I'm thinking. You can pass it on to Eagle if you think she has ideas.
What?
Kalani, Eri says that there are about 11 people in front of her, and she's trying to get into past the security door. Do you have any ideas that might help her out?
Well, what exactly is going on? What's the situation?
She's Eri's far enough inside the building that she's looking at a security door. I'm not sure where she is, but she has about 11 people in front of her, and she needs a way to get inside without them noticing her.
Is there some sort of minor and innocent seeming distraction you can cause? Does one of them have a cup of something that can get knocked over or something? I don't know.
Can you use the force through walls?
You can use the force on things you have line of sight on. and
Yeah.
You can see through walls.
Okay.
So what are you trying to do with the force through the wall?
I have an idea now, but I need Barry to pass it in character, otherwise she won't have the idea.
Well, we can just say that he does.
There we go.
He is.
I like how those two things are seem completely unrelated.
Does anyone have a cup of calf on them?
What does a cup have to do with insects?
What?
Destruction. That has everything to do with it.
All my plants and all insects.
It It's just funny. It says
That's-
like knocking a cup over. How about insects? How is that like knocking a cup over?
It's a distraction. Remember, this is Ariel. This is Gerard's sister. He's used to seeing insects suddenly appear on him when he's meditating and trying to move a rock from point A to point B.
It's funny. Alright, does anyone have a cup of cap next to them?
Yes.
About this time of night, almost every one of them should be.
Yeah.
Are there any bathrooms in this room?
In this room, no.
I want to use the force to just gently pull the cup over and spill over whoever's legs.
What is the range on that?
Good question.
Oh. Move light object doesn't have a range. It's just anything within your line of sight. Interesting. Wow, that's useful.
That's good to know.
Very good.
Okay, yeah. So the calf tips over and spills on this guy. And you see him get up and start walking towards the door.
I want to position myself to just dart in as soon as that opens.
Okay, you are now inside the security room.
Great. That computer he had open, I'm going over to it.
Okay.
I look around to see if anyone's looking in this direction.
Also, are you still using cloak?
Mm-hmm. I can
Because you
use it
need
as
to
a,
use a move action to use move light
or
object.
standard. I can
Oh
can
right,
do
if you
move
just
or
don't walk,
standard.
you can just stand still and okay, right. Okay.
I took a talent because I thought about that.
Okay. So what do you want to do here?
Alright, just check, make sure no one's looking around.
Okay, roll perception.
Yes!
Yeah, everyone at the computer seems focused, and then the people who are standing in groups are having a conversation. You can tell that the one who has a different different look to them is the highest ranking officer.
Alright. Now because this computer's already open, I'm gonna try and see if I can override the lock on the governor's door without setting off alarms, obviously.
Okay, roll use computer.
I don't think wasting a force point on that would be useful. It's like the max I could get is a 17, right?
It's up to you.
Yeah, what the heck? Oh, there you go, Max.
Yeah, there's like a little chiming noise. And it seems like your command is accepted.
Okay. Going back to the door. Can I see the guy? Is he coming back yet?
No.
open the door from the inside?
Yeah, the door's still open.
Oh, then just hop out. And
The
go
guy
right
just
back
like
to the
sort of
governor.
like ran out and closed the door behind him.
Right, go right back to the governor's. Oh.
Okay.
This time I press the open button again.
Okay, the door slides open.
Before I enter, I want to look at him again and see if he's still in bed. And if he looks like he's moving or awake.
Yeah, roll perception. Yeah, he's still laying on the bed.
He's gonna kill me.
Probably.
Alright, I'm gonna just start creeping in. I'm gonna keeping an eye on him the whole time. I'm gonna pull out the sedative.
Okay.
Make sure everything is set so I can just plug it into him. Peek over the bed again to see if he's still sleeping.
Okay, make another perception check.
Force point.
Yeah, you see someone walk into the room. They are a red-skinned female Twi'lek.
Oh no.
I knew someone around here was using the force.
And she says, "Come to play, little Jedi?" And she ignites her lightsaber.
I move over and stab him in the arm with the sedative.
Okay, roll initiative.
Oh,
Seriously?
Die, Spocalypse.
Okay, make a use of force check.